So you want to do this. Lucky for you, in this video, I'm going to show you how. In this video, I'm going to be teaching you how to get sub 6 on Skewb. First things first, what Skewb should you get? I think that there is basically only one Skewb that is worth your money, and that Skewb is going to be the GAN Skewb. You can either get the standard, the enhanced, or the enhanced UV coded version, and they will all be great. But I would recommend getting the enhanced UV coded one if you really want to get good at Skewb. So now that we've got that out of the way, we'll look up what methods do you need to learn. As for methods, getting sub 6, you'll probably need to learn Sarah's Intermediate. This method consists of 4 steps. Making a layer, solving the OLO, and solving the centers. So, how do you learn it? In order to learn it, there's a great video by a guy named Skewb, and I'll put a link in the description of where you can learn it. But yeah, he goes over it quite easily, and yeah, you just need to learn a few basic algorithms, and yeah, there we are. So now let's get into some details. So first things first, you're going to want to be color neutral on the Skewb, which means that you'll be able to solve on any color, such as blue, green, orange, red, yellow or white. So yeah, if you're able to solve on any color, that will decrease your time just a little bit. And yeah, but you should be color neutral if you're sub 8 even. So yeah, I would recommend being color neutral, and yeah, that will really help you with your Skewb solves. Another tip is to learn some special cases, like this one here, which is the H-perm skip case. So yeah, so what you're going to want to do is you see this, and in normal Sarah's Intermediate, what you do is you'd solve the top, and then it would leave you with a H-perm. But if you see that these two centers are solved, and the one in the back is opposite, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to rotate. If you see the sledge, that's the most important thing, is you see if it's a sledge or a hedge. So in this case, I see that there's a sledge to solve the top. You rotate to the other side, do the sledge, rotate back, and then do the hedge. This essentially cancels into your H-perm, and yeah, so it'll look slightly different if it's a hedge. So if we just here, then it'll be a hedge, and centers are solved. The one in the back is opposite, so you rotate, hedge, rotate, sledge, and yeah, that solves the H-perm skip case. Another case you're going to want to learn is this case, where there are 2 opposite centers and 2 adjacent centers that need to be swapped, and the algorithm for this case is just 1, 2, 3 sledges, and then it's solved. You'll also definitely want to know how to execute your H-perm and Z-perm. So for the H-perm, it's just the same finger tricks as your regular sledges and hedges. So the algorithm is just sledge, Y2, hedge, Y2, sledge. That solves it, but if you know the H-perm skip cases, you shouldn't get this too often. And for Z-perm, I'll put the algorithm on screen, but basically for finger tricks, you just want to go sort of like this and use flick moves for the top and bottom, and then just use you just do wrist turns for your right and left, and faster that should look like. And yeah, if you're trying to get sub 6, you probably want to be able to do this maybe sub 3. I think I can do it in about like 1.5, but yeah, so yeah, that's your H and Z perms. So yeah, you definitely want to learn those because it's definitely not as optimal if you're just doing the R triple sledge algorithm, or just doing a U-perm into a U-perm, because that just takes up a lot longer than if you were just to do that. Yeah, and if you can get fast at it, yeah, your Z-perm can be quite quick. Another thing you're going to want to learn is, we're definitely going to want to learn how to finger trick your sledges and your hedges, and probably how to do essentially rotationless U-perms. Once again, YouTube has a very good video on this, so yeah. Yeah, you also probably want to learn the finger trick for double sledge. Okay, so I'll just show you how to execute the ridiculous double sledge. So first of all, you want to just take your right thumb, put it on top of the cube, put your index finger on this side, then your other three fingers kind of go like that on this side there, and then you hold your other hand like this, like this, and then you drag, and then you can go straight into your second sledge. So it looks something like this, and faster it looks like this. And you can sort of, when you do the sledge, you can sort of use your left hand pinky to go down like that. Makes it a bit easier. So you just go like this, using your right thumb to drag, using your pinky to turn, then just bringing it back, and then just doing a regular Polish sledge. So yeah, that's how you do the ridiculous double sledge. And if you don't know how to do your Polish sledges already, you should be able to just execute them pretty easily. Put your thumb on the front, two fingers on top, two fingers back here, and then the other hand can just rest there, and you go down, push, drag with your thumb, and then pull down, and faster that looks like that. As for your first layer, you generally want to have fairly efficient first layers. You can do this by having a look at walkthrough solves from top Skewb solvers, and yeah, you could probably get more efficient layers like this, and yeah, just going into your last layer, because having efficient layers is very important on Skewb. And yeah, if you don't have efficient layers, your times will suffer quite a bit, and it'll make it a lot harder to get sub 6, and then you'd probably have to learn a lot more algorithms for your last layer. So you generally want to be doing it, I think, is 7 moves or less, but I mean that's the maximum, so you generally want to be doing it in less than that. So I'll just do a solution. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 moves. But yeah, that was 6 moves, which is quite a bit, but it was quite finger trick friendly, so I would probably do that in the solve, and then we're just left with the sledge for the last layer. So yeah, looking at example solves is a great way of learning this, and yeah, so maybe I'll link some example solves in the description. But yeah, that will help you on your way to getting sub 6 on Skewb. And that's just about it for getting sub 6 on Skewb. With these tips, you just want to do a few solves and get familiar with your cases, and yeah, you should be good to go for sub 6. And yeah, you should be able to, even with these tips, probably get down to sub 5. And yeah, currently I'm sub 5 with Sarah's Advanced. So you probably don't have to learn Sarah's Advanced for sub 5, but it definitely helps. So yeah, that's my tips for getting sub 6 and beyond on Skewb. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Hopefully these tips can get you sub 6 on Skewb. I will have some more Skewb tutorials coming out soon, so yeah, stay tuned for that. Make sure to hit that subscribe button to be notified, and turn on that bell, so then you get a nice notification when I upload my next video, which will probably be a video, some more advanced Skewb tips, probably like sub 5, sub 4 area, even though I'm not quite sub 4 yet. But yeah, so yeah, make sure you stay tuned for that, and thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, peace out.